Hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Jake Coaster Chats, and today we're back just doing a normal just me podcast, and I asked on my Instagram a few days ago some questions for the podcast today, because I'm going to do like a little Q&A session today. So I got asked loads of questions and everything, so let's get started with some of the questions that we were asked. So let's start off with Capturing Thrills. She's asked two questions. Tilly's asked two questions. So, which is, what is our favourite coaster and favourite park? So my favourite coaster, as most people know, is Taron at Fantasyland. Such a fantastic ride, and it is really good, and I love it to bits. Favourite park? Well, favourite park. I'd go for possibly Europa Park at the moment, because I just really enjoy it. Tokyo Disney Sea, my major problem with it is I think it was a bit overrated. I would have rated it a lot higher if it wasn't as overrated as it was. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it could have been. But if you want the answer, it's Europa Park. Bucket list coaster and bucket list park. Same from Tilly from Capturing Thrills. So my bucket list coaster and bucket list park are both in the same place. They are Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. And Still Vengeance at Cedar Point. I'm very excited if we get to ride them this year. That's the question with all the stuff that's going on recently. Will we get to ride them? But that's the question for another day. But yeah, if you want the actual answer for them, I'm going to go for Cedar Point and Still Vengeance. So the next question is from Theme Park Heidi, who's asked, when did you become an enthusiast? So if you watch my my short documentary, short documentary, you can find out about that. But if you want the answer on the podcast today, I did become a major enthusiast in 2015. I started to love theme parks then when I started to get into Theme Park Worldwide, and I still love the parks today. But yeah, that's a question from Heidi. Yes, definitely, it's one of my I did become in about 2015 when I started to watch Theme Park Worldwide. So the next question is, if you could bring one American coaster to the UK theme park, what coaster? And that's from Everything Thorpe Park. So if I could bring one coaster, I haven't rode many in the States. If you're going for one that I've ridden, I wouldn't mind actually seeing something like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom, or something like that come over to the UK, because I think that would be quite good. Or just a coaster in general, RMC. That's what we all want, and we're not going to. We'll talk about that in a future podcast, about what actually at Thorpe Park do we actually all want. And that's the question that most people always ask, is, do we want a podcast at an RMC at Thorpe Park, or do we not? And that's the question most people ask. So in my personal opinion, I think something like an RMC would be perfect for the UK, possibly at Thorpe Park, because everything's Thorpe Park. But if we're going for like a smaller park, something like a what's the name of it? What's the name of the ride? A Raptor coaster, there we go, at Drayton Manor. I think that would be absolutely perfect for Drayton Manor, and that's my personal opinion. So yes, right, let's go down. I've just got all the questions up on my phone, so I'm just scrolling through them now. We've got Theme Park Avenger, who's asked, my top 5 Woodies. Oh god, I don't know actually. I'd possibly say number 5 is Wicker Man. Number 4 is Guazzi at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. It was really rough when I rode it. I rode it in the final year of operation, and I thought it was very, very, very good. But yeah, if you want the opinion, I think I'd most likely go for Guazzi. It's number 4. Number 3, I most likely will go for Heidi at Plopsaland Japan. Fantastic ride that is. If you all get the chance to go and ride it, definitely go and ride it. It's not far from Calais, which is mainly the gateway into Europe from the UK. It's possibly about a 40-minute drive, if that, to Plopsaland. It's just literally on the edge of the Belgian border with France. You need to go and do it, and it's absolutely fantastic. Coming in at number 2, I would possibly go Troy. Yeah, Troy. Yeah, I'd go Troy actually. Yeah. Troy/Dryris and the Drach. Those two are very similar and they're very good rides, and I love them to bits. Troy at Toverland and Dryris at Efteling, and they're both really good GCI wooden coasters, and if you do get the chance to go and ride them, definitely go and ride them. Actually, all the top 5 top 6 I'm saying are all GCI wooden coasters. So those two at number 2, and then go number 1, I'd go Woden at Europa Park. Why did I say it like that? Europa Park. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic ride. If you all get to ride it, definitely go and ride them. So, the next question is from Midlands Theme Parks, Marshall, a good friend of mine, and he said, what's the worst ride at Alton Towers? Right, let's go, if you go by roller coaster, out of all the roller coasters, if you're going for the major ones, I'd go Rita, but if you're going to all the roller coasters, Octonauts. Possibly because I just don't think it's thrilling, but it's a kids coaster. We all got to remember that it's a kids coaster, but all we got to remember, it's a credit. So I have got that credit. Worst ride at Alton Towers. I'm not a big fan of In the Night Garden. I think it's a bit boring. There's not much theming at all. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of Drop Towers. So I don't like. What's it called? Hippity Hop. I had a really bad encounter with Hippity Hop, and I'm not going to explain it on my podcast because it's a family channel. But yes, let's just say it hurt a certain area, shall we say. But yes, that's my worst ride at Alton Towers. I don't really know much about that after that. So, AA Batteries 28 has asked me one question. Is what theme park did you grow up going to? So I grew up going to many theme parks and everything, but the one major theme park I went to as a kid a lot was Alton Towers, mainly because I had a Merlin pass and I went there a lot with my family. I went and rode all the rides there and everything like that, but I definitely say Alton Towers because I grew up there as a kid, but I went to Drayton Manor like early years because Drayton Manor is my local. It's only literally about a 20-minute drive away from my house. So it's really local to me. But I went to Alton Towers a lot more. Especially from when I was about 8 up until now. So, but I went to Drayton Manor when I was about 4-ish because of Thomasland. So, the next question is from Nathan5071. What do you think Secret Weapon 9 will be? So, Secret Weapon 9, I honestly have no clue what it's going to be. It could be a drop tower. Actually, no, it's a roller coaster. Why did I say a drop tower? It could be a... sorry, it's been a really long day today. I'm already yawning. Yes, so it could be a... I really want a water coaster at Alton Towers, but I don't think it'll happen. Or a raptor coaster. I think a raptor coaster would be very good. Good terrain as well, going into if they dig holes and everything. Possibly somewhere like in the park, if you're going to ask. I'd possibly go up by... what's it called? The back of the towers, round by... David Williams, but there's no really, if they're putting David Williams there now, there's no point actually putting it there. So yeah, that's if SW9 either a water coaster or a raptor coaster. I'd more like a raptor coaster though, because I think that would be perfect for Alton Towers, because I could really like publish it as the UK's first single railed roller coaster. So the final question today is from Slade.inc, and basically they've said, what is the next step in your YouTube career? So, as we all know, COVID-19 is struggling with YouTubers and content creators because we haven't got much to publish, because we have enough for the close season, then we go into the main season, and we haven't really got that much at the moment. So, really, my main step I'm looking at doing is gaming videos. I am looking to do that, and I am looking to do some documentaries as well, especially with the new documentary, which I'll be talking about in a bit about that. So yeah, I'm looking to do more what's called factual videos, and I'm looking at doing some gaming videos as well, because I think that is the right market for me and the people who watch my videos. So yeah, I'm also looking at getting a new camera. I'm looking at getting new equipment and everything to make it a lot better. And if you do go and buy the merchandise, all the money from the merchandise goes towards the creation of the YouTube channel and the development of everything like that. So that's why we always promote about the merchandise on all of our videos. Oh god, I'm so tired. It's been a long day, I can tell you that. But yes, so that's the next step in my YouTube career. That's what I'm looking at doing in the next few years. So yeah. So, as we were talking about, YouTube and everything, in the past few days we have released our brand new documentary series called Theme Park Jake, The Story So Far. And we've had positive feedback about that, and the amount of people that said it's very good. I only made it for a joke, really. But people found it very factual and everything like that, and I'm glad people really enjoyed that video, and it really made me happy when people said they enjoyed it. I put a lot of time and effort into making that video. I spent a whole day non-stop off my computer making, editing to make it fit as perfectly as we can. And that brand new Jadley Studios intro will be used on all of the Jadley Studios projects. Oh god, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I just keep yawning. So yeah, that's Theme Park Jake, The Story So Far. We will going to be using other documentaries soon. We have got Coastography, The Story So Far, which will be released in the next few weeks/month. We are going to be making that, and it's going to be really good. We're getting loads of people from Coastography to come and do like little interviews for it, and it's going to be a bit more factual for that video than Theme Park Jake, The Story So Far. And we are looking at doing another documentary, basically like Theme Park Jake, The Story So Far, but it will not be done it won't be done about me, it'll be done about another YouTuber, which we will talk about in a future episode. So yeah, this is Theme Park Jake Coaster Chats, and I hope you're all enjoying the wonderful lockdown as we all are in at the moment. And yes, so thank you for listening to Theme Park Jake, nearly said Theme Park Jake, The Story So Far then, but thank you for listening to Theme Park Jake Coaster Chats, and we'll see you in the next podcast episode, which will be very soon. I always say it's going to be very soon, but I never actually get the chance to make a podcast episode. But I have got loads more planned for the future, with more guests and more different people. So thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next podcast episode, which will be very soon. And go and subscribe to Theme Park Jake. Follow Theme Park Jake on Facebook and on Instagram, and we'll see you there, where you'll see all the announcements that we make first of all.